Hi Leo, and welcome to your September 2020 general reading. So I do hope that you had as happy a birthday as possible during this very demanding year that we're having. You pulled a Lenormand. I find this Lenormand card fascinating. Okay, so you got the key, so you can see it there. And this key is about freedom, but it's quite an interesting card because freedom is probably the most one of the most highly prized human qualities that we're all striving for. But this freedom comes with leaving the security of the nest. So it's a little bit of it's almost like a little bit of a puzzle, this card, and I know I'm being very, very thoughtful about it. I kept pulling it in the month of July, and it was about a decision that I had to make between freedom and staying where I was in my a sort of gilded cage that gave me a lot of safety, but it didn't give me the freedom that my soul was seeking. And that's your card for September. So all makes me feel, Leo, that you're at a crossroads. God, down that Two of Wands. Please don't give Leo the Two of Wands. Or, sometimes I do find there might be a little bit of a fortunate set of circumstances that support your freedom. So a little bit of a leg up, some sort of support that comes, because when I had it about making a decision, I did attract some beneficial circumstances that allowed me to fly free from this cage. So I'm already intrigued by your reading now. I sort of love this, absolutely love this Lenormand. I don't know what it is. I'm your opposite sign, so very much about freedom. So tell me more, please. What's going on for the sign of Leo? We're having thunderstorm here, so you might hear some massive crack of lightning. Just to let you know, I absolutely love thunderstorms, but it might go really dark. I'm sure it's very symbolic if you hear the thunderstorm, Leo, but let me look. So what's going on for the sign of Leo? So you're in your power, Queen of Wands with a Five of Wands. Yeah, that tends to be a card that shows a dilemma, a little bit of the conflict between freedom and staying where you are. It's a head and heart decision. I don't dislike the Five of Wands. It can be a little bit of a card of tension because there's so much heat going on within you, and quite often the heat is this evolutionary force that is probably maybe trying to get you to make a change, but there might be some resistance towards that change. With the Queen of Wands, there's an awful lot of heat here. There's a lot of your Leo energy, but with maybe a little bit of pressure. When the Five of Wands appears, I always know change is on the way. And really what's going to prevent that change is a card like the Four of Pentacles. And that's when we hold on to the cage. A cage isn't bad, by the way. So what you want is the Queen of Pentacles. So all the pentacles are about home, finances, stability, work. It's a card of stability, safety. But definitely about home, place, location, job. Let me find out what's going on. So the Page of Wands is helping you get that, which is some sort of opportunity. The Challenge is the Page of Cups. It's so dark here. It's just, honestly, the whole sky's gone black. It's quite funny. Relationships, Queen of Cups. So you got a lot of queens. You got 3 queens. Wow. What are you on, Leo? And 2 pages, always about new starts and new beginnings. Money and work, you do have the Tower card. I will clarify the Tower. A lot of people are frightened of the Tower. It's one of my favourites. Soul position, you got the Justice card. And then you get the Chariot. Okay, beautiful. You get so many powerful cards, guys. You've got 3 major arcanas, all to do with the foundations of your life. This is Aquarius. It's Aquarius shows change, remember. You've got 3 queens, 2 pages, which the pages are the aces, but they're a step beyond the ace. So things are taking shape and things are taking form. It's almost by the end of the month, you're off, that's it. So the 5 of Wands will get resolved. So what I want to clarify is the Tower card, because a lot of people get frightened of the Tower card, especially people who are very, I guess it's a dilemma of the cage. If you love being in the cage, you don't like the Tower card, but if you love to be the bird that flies free, you love the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower card, please. Oh, it's looking good, guys. You get the Judgment card. Oh my gosh, Leo. And then you get the Strength card. So you've done 3 major arcanas here. I think I better start at the beginning, because I'm a little bit like, what's going on here? And obviously, we're dealing with the dilemma of freedom versus, so what the Tower, a lot of people don't like the Tower card because it breaks down the structures of what came before, okay? So it's a card of breaking free, breaking out, yeah? See, between me and you, Leo, very, very little changes until cards like the Tower card comes up, yeah? And the 5 of Wands. And I would assume some of you are really, really breaking free and following your Leo, which is about following your sense of special purpose, your sense of destiny. So there's definitely a little bit of a head and heart dilemma here going on. And when I pull the 5 of Wands, it's like there's a tension in my belly, there's a stress. And the stress, I promise you, is about leaving something behind and moving into something brand new. Yeah? What you want is the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is about home, location, a sense of solidity, a sense of ground under your feet, okay? Now what's helping you get that Queen is the Page of Wands, which is about an opportunity, some sort of offer. Some sort of offers coming your way that's going to support you in feeling this sense of having safe ground under your feet. Now, is there a connecting card between these two, please? Wow. You get the Sun card. You got both your cards showing up. So the Sun card illuminates it. It's almost a sense that there's something hugely working in your favor, Leo, okay? I think it's probably to do with some opportunities, some budding new potentials. Remember Maslow's hierarchy? At the bottom of the hierarchy is the need for the Queen of Pentacles, essentially. Queen of Pentacles energy, which is about some sort of solidity, some sort of home, shelter. And this seems to be what the offer is, and I guess this is what the key is. And I think the Five of Wands and the Tower card is about leaving behind the safety of the cage. Some birds love being in a cage, Leo. There is never a human judgment about loving being in that cage. I've spent many of my days living in that cage, but there comes a point when your soul cannot be in that cage anymore. Queen of Wands with the Five of Wands would say to me that that's those cards that are saying the tension you're feeling is the resistance towards this force, this energy that's trying to propel your life forward. Listen, Leo, and the reason why I can read this reading quite accurately is I'm also an astrologer, and I deal with some of the soul's dilemmas. I have got a new website, check out the link below. And then the soul is full of dilemmas that we have to overcome. And there's always a dilemma about pushing ourselves towards our freedom or staying in the safety of the known. Okay? Now the challenge is the Page of Cups. So why is the Page of Cups a challenge? It's with the Emperor. So the Emperor might be a relationship. The Emperor is also the Aries impulse. And the Aries impulse is definitely the pioneering energy. All the fire elements are, they're yang, they push you forward to pursue your dreams. Again, with that Page of Cups though, it might be a child you're concerned about. It might be, there might be something in that cage that has something, and it's like, oh my gosh, how will it affect them? How will it affect other people? All that is good, Leo, okay? We have to be thoughtful and mindful of others, but you have the Justice card showing up in the soul position. The Libra card is a very, very karmic energy, Justice card, because we cannot shut down our light in order to keep other people happy. That's what codependency is, okay? Now, I am not saying that we go and do whatever we want and, that's just anarchy. I'm really not. You'd have to know me to know that's not what I'm saying. But we cannot shut down. Actually, Leo, you cannot shut down your light in order to keep other people happy. I don't even think the universe would support that, not with these cards. There's too much energy propelling you to, it's almost to stand up like these queens. Because how people are going to respond to what we do is how they respond to what we do, and we are not responsible for that. Because it might be, the challenge is being a pioneer is quite challenging, guys, but you're a fixed sign. You're always going to have a pioneering energy. You're always going to have to be the one who takes the lead, I'm afraid. All the fixed signs have that destiny, yeah? The other signs weren't born to do that, not their fault, but the fixed signs have that sense of, oh my gosh, do I always have to be the one who's in charge of this? Leo, yes, you do. So the Page of Cups might be a concern about another person, about being vulnerable, about being open. There might be concern about taking risks, saying yes to the freedom. Freedom is very, very scary. We all say that we really want it, but it can actually be very, very scary, because it means we need to leave behind the safety of the cage. Anyhow, let me carry on. Queen of Cups in your relationships. So this is about, especially if you're having to make choices that are affecting other people. The Queen of Cups' energy would be very, very, very compassionate. She would still be very, very firm in her decision-making process, because compassion isn't about being a walkover. Compassion's a really, really powerful life force, and it's about compassion about someone's struggle. But if something feels right, making that decision. This might be a Queen of Cups coming to you. It might be someone offering you some sort of support. The Queen of Cups could be the Page of Wands, some sort of new opportunity coming your way that's helping you get this sense of solidity, the sense of home, the sense of practicality, the bottom of the pyramid basically. Because once all those needs are taken care of, which is what a lot of us are struggling with in this year, then we can begin to evolve from there. So this might be some sort of support that you're getting from somewhere. Now, there's a massive shift in your finances with these cards. So the Tower was the first card. This would be the bird flying free, by the way. I guarantee you. Aquarius always is. I do not see this being the loss of a job, because if it was a loss of a job, it'd be clarified with the Three of Swords or Death card, and it's not. It's clarified with the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is the opposite side of the Death card. So this is about something actually coming back to life. It's about opportunities. It's about offers coming your way. Because in this card, these people are saying thank you, thank you, thank you for all I've been given. So it's a card of receiving support in order to support this need for safety, for shelter, for the new opportunities that your soul wants to pursue. Okay, and then you get the Strength card, which is your card, which means you get both Leo cards showing up in the same reading. Leo always represents a sense of destiny. But everyone's fifth house, the fifth house is Leo in the birth chart. So where Leo is and what our fifth house is doing is always a sense of this unique energy that I need to bring into the world. So it's very, very much about our soul's purpose, Leo. And you've got both these energies pushing you. And it looks like this urge to go towards freedom is going to be supported by different opportunities and elements around you. Now, the Justice card is about relationships, as you know. It can be a legal situation that's been resolved, which maybe would make sense with these cards. Yeah, something's coming full circle for some of you, okay? For others of you, now, I have not, between me and you, Leo, I am really, really having to work really hard at my codependency at the moment. Okay, South Node in Libra. I really do. I cut off my own needs to make other people happy. There you go. I've just admitted my soul's dilemma in the middle of YouTube. But we all do it. And that's what the Justice card is. And when we overcome that element, and when we overcome that element with deep compassion, we really have to show compassion and care towards other people, but at the same time we walk forward towards our destiny anyhow. The right people in our lives love us for it. They might sulk for a year, they might sulk for a week, but I bet you pretty much they'll be right behind you, or they're not the right people to have in our lives. I think the right people are the ones that applaud us, applaud our evolution. They applaud us when we reach towards something that's really, really important to us. Okay? And we all have both the right people and people who try and hold us back because our growth is uncomfortable to them, because it means they need to change. Yeah. So the Justice card for some of you is looking at the dilemma of relationships and really being honest about what you need, and if you're repressing your true self in order to keep someone else happy. Yeah. And I think we've all been brought up to live that way, but not, guys, as we move into, you know, every day it's getting closer that we're moving more and more in to this new chapter of human history. Okay. And the new chapter of human history, that very famous, overused Age of Aquarius, has got no room for that, because Aquarius and Leo is about individualism, not in the self-centered way, but every single person on this planet's got the right to shine and claim the destiny that they're here to claim. And as again, people either love us or they don't, but that's fine. We just get to love them. It's really hard, isn't it? And then we just get to love them, and they either evolve with us or not. Boy. Out comes a Chariot. There you go, you're off. You're off. Tell me why, but this could be a legal situation being resolved, because look, the Judgment card would say that. This is the opposite side of the Death card, so something's came full circle. Could be due inheritance, that sort of energy, okay, or something that you studied for in the past coming full circle, and you're beginning to see the fruits of that labour. Huge reading. You know, it's very funny. I think you probably got the most reading of, actually, probably Aquarius as well, actually. So tell me what this Chariot's about. Okay, you do get the Two of Cups. I tell you, honestly, it's almost that thing, isn't it? If we keep our energy on our own self, that sort of, you know, 11-11. So 11-11 is I stand as one, and so do you. So we meet as equals. It's not the relationship understanding of the past. And when we change, the people around us tend to change. Or not. Sometimes they don't, because our relationships reached its ending. But because we all have this need to be in this cage, because some, you know, there's also a need to be in a cage. We all have cancer somewhere. We all have that urge. We all have a moon. There's no ending of a relationship going on here. I think you are being asked to check. Are you repression, your own? Because you signed up to be a Leo, guys, okay? And Leo does not like being repressed. I mean, do any of the fixed signs? Oh, God. The sun does not like being trapped in the basement. And it's almost like there's an uprising and you're flying free from that cage. I guarantee you're flying free from that cage, because you're not getting the Four of Pentacles as the outcome. If the Four of Pentacles was the outcome, I'd say it's not quite your time. Because sometimes fear holds us back for a little while. And then the Five of Wands gets turned on again, and then the Tower comes, and that's us. We've made the change our soul's longing for. Honestly, I think really September's readings have been weird, but that was an absolute honour, Leo, to do. Actually, it's completely changed my energy field, and I hope it's changed yours. Check out my new website, and there's going to be a phase. Everything's very, very slow, but it is live, and so much love, guys. Really enjoyed doing that. I feel in such a different mood now. See you later. Bye.